Yo, what's up, guys? James Carter TV here to recap the Broncos and Chiefs first divisional game of the season, first divisional game in the whole AFC West. And these are the two teams that a lot of people expect to be at the top. I don't. In fact, I had the Chiefs finishing last in the AFC West, and after today, I still have that. Even though the Raiders aren't looking too good themselves. But, you know, the thing is about the Broncos. I mean, the Broncos won this game 24-17, you know, great, fantastic, whatever. This isn't the first game they've won 24-17, and I am leaving a little like, that's it? I mean, the Broncos, they win these sort of games, you know, against the Chiefs, and they won this exact game against the Chargers last year in the playoffs, and against the Patriots last year in the playoffs. And I just am left saying, that's it. There's something missing here. This feels like it should have been a game where the Broncos win 35-17, and yet they only won 24-17. Why? Well, what is missing here? Peyton Manning played great. I mean, he had 3 touchdowns. He was, 21-27, had a 143.9 passer rating. Absolutely fantastic. But they were clawing at the end to keep the Chiefs away. And if it wasn't for the 4th and goal, if the Chiefs were to convert that, we would have went to overtime, and God knows what would have happened there. This is a game where I sit back and I say, I want more from you, because if you want to go back to the Super Bowl, and if you want to win that Super Bowl, you can't play this game anymore. They've been playing this kind of game against good teams too often, and it's too dangerous, the game they've been playing. And one of these days, they're going to lose this game. Same for last week against Indianapolis. They were doing well at the beginning, but they let Indianapolis creep up at the end, and I'm just saying, look out. This could be a problem. You look at, oh great, my NFL.com is going off right now. Let me try to exit out of that real quick. Sorry about that. NFL.com Fantasy loves to interrupt me whenever I'm making videos. But we shall continue. You look at Alex Smith. He played much better today than he did last week at, not even at Tennessee, at Kansas City versus Tennessee. And he played a lot better today. You know, didn't have an interception, threw the ball pretty well. Dwayne Bowe was out there catching balls, so, you know, good to see him back. I mean, I have a whole doomsday on the Chiefs, and, I mean, this game, they showed me that, hey, they'll be somewhat competitive. But the questions and the concerns that I had before this game are still there after. You know, and next week, it doesn't get any easier. I can't remember exactly who they're facing next week, but I know it's not easy. I know their first 6 games aren't easy. So, I mean, the Chiefs are in a little bit of trouble here. The Broncos are going to Seattle next week. And wow, I mean, wow, that's going to be an interesting game for both teams. I mean, we are really going to get a good barometer on both teams. And I know everyone's going to pick the Seattle Seahawks to win next week, and maybe they should. But I think this Broncos team has something to prove, and I would not be surprised if they go and they win next week. I'm not saying that's what I'm predicting. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm just saying that it's a possibility that we all have to account for. So look out for that. Monty Ball ran the ball okay today. I mean, I'm a fantasy owner of his. I want him to run the ball better. Monty Ball is leaving me a little underwhelmed right now. So the Broncos running game isn't looking that great. Emmanuel Sanders is looking great. So at least that's a good addition there. Julius Thomas is looking great as well. Although he and Peyton Manning got into a little bit of a huge heated argument over the sideline. Peyton Manning overreacting to one stupid play. Why he was overreacting, I don't know. I guess he was on his menstrual cycle, because I understand why that one play ticked Peyton Manning off, you know, to no end. But, you know, there was that. The Chiefs, their defense looked okay. The first half did not look good. They gave up 3 first-half touchdowns to Peyton Manning, but they pretty much shut him out in the second half. So that's something to hold your hat on. Week 2, man, it's confusing. You know, it is confusing. We don't know what's going on in the NFL. Hopefully we get a clearer picture in week 3. And for pickers like me, God. But right now I'm doing pretty well, actually. I've only missed 6 games. And the Rams one is one everyone missed. So, I mean, I'm not alone there. And, you know, so I'll take it. So anyway, guys, James Carter TV, what were your thoughts on this game? What were your thoughts on the Broncos and on the Chiefs? And until next time, I'm out. Peace.